myself, Professor Dr. E.V. Chaudhary, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Mahatma Phule, Art, Commerce, and Sitaramji Chaudhary, Science Mahavidyalaya, Vorud. Today, I deliver the lecture on the topic chemical kinetics. Now, chemical kinetics is the branch of physical chemistry which deals with the study of a rate of chemical reactions and the various factors which are affecting on the rate of chemical reactions. We can also study the mechanism of chemical reactions in this topic. It is found that some of the reactions takes place is very fast, whereas some of the reactions takes place is very slow. The rate of such reaction can be measured by such conventional methods. Now here we study the definition of rate of chemical reaction. As the chemical reactions proceed, the concentration of reactant goes on decreasing. But the concentration of product goes on increasing. This change in concentration of reactant or product with time give the idea about the rate of chemical reaction. Consider here the general reaction A to B. The rate of these reactions is the number of mole of A changes per unit time or the number of mole of product produced per unit time is called rate of such reaction. Thus the rate of disappearance of A can be measured, that is minus dA by dt. Here the negative sign indicates that as the reactions proceed, the concentration of reactant A decreases. Similarly, the rate of these reactions can be explained in terms of product, that is dP by dt. Here this rate is positive. The positive sign indicates that as the reactions proceed, the concentration of D increases. Thus, the rate of change of concentration of these reactions can be measured either measuring the concentration of reactant or by measuring the concentration of product per unit time. This is nothing but the rate of chemical reaction. Now here we define the rate constant. According to law of mass actions, the rate of reactions is proportional to concentration of reactant. Consider the general example A2 product. Here the concentration of A is A mole per dm cube, whereas the concentration of that product is 0. After some time t, the concentration of A is A minus x mole per dm cube and that of product is 0. Suppose A mole per dm cube of this reactant convert into product. Therefore, the concentration of unreacted molecule is A minus x. Therefore, the rate of this reaction can be directly proportional to concentration of unreacted molecule, and therefore dx upon dt is equal to k into A minus x, or when this concentrations is unity, then these reactions dx upon dt is equal to k. Thus, the rate constant of any reactions may be defined as the rate of reactions when the concentration of each reactant is unity. We can also express the unit of this rate constant. This rate constant k is equal to dx upon dt. Here we can measure dx in mole per dm cube and time is measured in seconds. Therefore, the unit of this rate constant K is equal to mole per dm cube per second. Now, here we explain what are the various factors which are affecting on the rate of reaction. There are so many factors which affect on the rate of chemical reaction. The first factor is concentration of reactant. As we know that, as the rate of reactions is directly proportional to concentration of reactant, during the course of reactions, a reactant are continuously consumed and hence the concentration of reactant decreases with time. Hence, the rate of reactions also decreases continuously. The rate is highest in the beginning and decreases continuously with time. This can be shown in this graph. The second factor is temperature. As we know that as the temperature increases, the rate of reactions increases continuously. It is observed that some of the reactions, if we increase the temperature by 10 degrees, the rate of reactions increases 2 to 3 times. This 2 to 3 is called temperature coefficient. The third factor is pressure. As the pressure increases of the reactant, the rate of reactions also increases. Then the fourth factor is solvent. Solvent play an important role on the rate of reactions. A rate of reaction increases or decreases with change in solvent, which depends upon the reactions. Then the next factor is light. Not only heat energy, but light also affect the rate of reaction. Radiant energy may also affect the rate of reactions. The rate of reactions are increases due to absorption of photons of different energy. Such a type of reactions we call as photosensitized reaction. And the last factor is catalyst. The rate of reactions are depends upon the different type of catalyst. If we change the catalyst, the rate of reaction is also different. At the same time, the surface area of catalyst is also affected. More the surface area of catalyst, more is the rate of reactions. Now, we define the order of reactions. The order of reaction is defined as the sum of the power of concentrations term involved in the rate expressions is called order of reaction. For example, hydrolysis of ester in the presence of acid in excess of water. Such reactions, in these reactions, rate of reactions depends upon the concentration of only ester molecule and therefore rate of reactions, the order of reaction is 1. The second example is saponification of ester by alkali. In this example, the rate of reactions depend upon the ester molecule as well as NaOH molecule. Therefore, this reactions is second order or the order of this reaction is 2. If we consider the general example, then the general example is AA plus BB, it gives product. There are various examples for general example. The first example is H2 plus I2, it gives HI. The rate expressions for this reaction is K into concentration of H2 to concentration of I2. Here the power of H2 is 1 and I2 is 1. Therefore, the sum of the power is 2 and therefore the order of such reaction is 2. The second example is dissociation of KNO2. In this example, KNO2 is dissociated into twice NO plus O2 and the rate expressions for such reaction is K into NO2 power 2. Here the power is 2 and therefore the order of this reaction is 2. Then we define the molecularity of the reaction. The molecularity of the reaction is nothing but the number of molecules taking part in chemical reaction. Such number of molecules we call as molecularity of the reaction. For example, hydrolysis of ester in the presence of acid, we get acid molecule plus alcohol. Here there are two molecules in a reactor, therefore the molecularity of this reaction is 2. Another example, hydrolysis of cane sugar in the presence of acid. In this example also, there are two molecules. One molecule is cane sugar, second molecule is water. Therefore, the molecularity of such reaction is 2. Another example, dissociation of N2O5. In these reactions, one molecule take part in chemical reaction. Therefore, the molecularity is 1. Another example, dissociation of HI. After dissociation of HI, it gives H2 plus I2 and therefore two molecules undergo dissociation and hence the molecularity is 2. Then we define zero order reactions. Zero order reactions is defined as such reactions where the rate of reactions is independent on the concentration of reactant. Such reactions we call as zero order reaction. For example, photochemical decomposition of a photochemical combination of H2 and Cl2. The rate of these reactions is independent on the concentration of H2 and Cl2. Therefore, the order of this reaction is 0. If we exploit the atom bomb, then the explosion is independent on the mass of that atom bomb, mass of uranium. Therefore, it is also a zero order reaction. The expressions for the zero order reactions. For that, consider the general reactions A2 product, and after deriving this expression, the rate expressions comes out to be K0 is equal to X by T. Then we derive the expressions for first order reaction. The general reactions for the first order reaction is A to B. A is the reactant, B is the product. Let A mole per dm cube be the initial concentration of A. After time t second, out of A molecule, X molecule is converted into product. And therefore, the concentration of A is A minus X. If the rate of any reaction is dx upon dt, then this dx upon dt is directly proportional to concentration of unreacted molecule, that is A minus X. And therefore, dx upon dt is equal to K into A minus X. And finally, the rate expressions comes out to be K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. This is the expressions of the rate constant for first order reactions. Then we studied the characteristics of first order reaction. The first characters of the reaction is unit of rate constant. We know that the rate expressions for the first order reactions, that is dx upon dt is equal to A minus x, or dx upon dt is equal to k1 into A minus x, or k1 is equal to 1 upon A minus x into dx upon dt. If we express this A minus x, dx and dt in concentrations, then the unit of rate constant k1 is finally comes out to be 1 upon s, that is inversion of second. The second characteristic is time required for the equifractional change, that is half change, is always constant. If the same reaction is carried out by taking different amount of initial concentration and the same fraction of the initial amount is allowed to change into product, then in such case the time required is always same. Thus the time required for such equifractional change, that is half change, is independent on the initial concentration. For example, let's just consider that half change, that is x equal to a by 2 or a equal to 0.5 a, then the time required is t half, that is t half is the half life period. Putting this value in direct expressions for the first order reaction, then k is equal to 2.303 upon t half log a upon a minus x. Putting this x equal to a by 2, then finally t half comes out to be 0.6932 upon k. Thus the time required for half change is always constant, that is the time required for equifractional change is independent on the initial concentration. The third characteristics of the first order reaction is graphical representation of first order reaction. We know that the rate expressions for the first order kinetics is k is equal to 2.003 upon t log e upon e minus x. On rearranging the equations, log e upon e minus x is equal to 2.303 upon t into t. This is the equation of straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. If we plot a graph between log of e upon a minus x versus t, then we get a straight line which can passing through origin. The slope of this line is k1 upon 2.003, from which we can find out the value of k, that is the rate constant, which is equal to 2.303 multiplied by c. In this way, here we explain the chemical kinetics topic, that is various points which is included in this topic, that is first order reactions, zero order reactions. Thank you very much.